This is going to be an insanely weird match. We've got a tiny map. It's only 8 by 4 units. Yet we've got a massive team game, which means that this is going to be insane. Just look at commander radar range. Like up to halfway of the entire map. There are very few maxes on this map. All of them are 2.0 each. So for a team game, yeah, this is going to be crazy because it's just so incredibly small. Also, means that losing a commander, especially early, is going to matter a whole lot more than usual. Because your commanders are now a significant portion of your total eco. Capturing, therefore, which a rover player might be able to do, would also be insanely strong. Over here, a couple of bandits engaging the fleas, alright, but okay. For now, Eastern team not doing that good in terms of like attrition. And they've got a big ball of dirtbags coming in already from Team West. Multiple commanders still without a factory being placed. At least 3 or 4 I've seen already. And of course, you would be able to reclaim your factories as well for an early eco boost. Of like 350-ish, 400 per factory. Still though, of course we've got people upgrading their commanders and all that. Because when don't you have that? And oh, the flea took down an ogre. That's not something you usually see. And it's also going to be an insanely, well, weird match because like what's good right now? I mean, cloaked units, normally they make sense, cloaked snitches and all that. But your front is so small, that's easily going to get uncovered. Okay, and yes, the holy flea snipe indeed. Sniping an ogre with a flea. Not something that should be possible, but well. Over here, commander, just fighting dirtbags a little bit again. But yeah, over here we do indeed see a hover platform being reclaimed, at least a little bit. Commanders are also quite strong right now, just because, well, low eco, that means your commander is not only a significant part of your eco, but also of your, like, total value, and therefore DPS and all that. Commander with the cloaked reavers being thrown forwards, alright, it's a level 2 commander only, and stunned by the widow. Still though, triple reaver, a lot of DPS, but still, look at those fleas go! They are actually doing an amazing job today. I mean, they're engaging riots like it's just standard practice. Also, missile silo, yeah, reaching up until the, into the enemy base. Easily. Would be able to close down solar panels, take down factories, you name it. Over here, that Guardian commander has gone down. However, over here, recon! Oh, almost goes down. Oh. 100 HP left, and also a level 2 commander there for orange, well, brown, has not gone down. Okay, sure. Still fire raging in the enemy base, and Cyclops is out. Still looking at eco, it's almost the same as in during the start of the game. So few metal extractors are on the field. They want to disarm the Cyclops, makes sense. Racketeers, of course, amazing range. So like, well, sit them in the middle of the map and they can hit everything. As long as they have, well, scouting. And Owl is going to give you that without any issues. And I don't see it being worth 600 metal. Yeah, that's true. Yes, indeed it is. Oh well. Over here though, is that worth 600 metal? Not sure. I mean, the Racketeers shouldn't go down. You might take down a Caretaker, too. But still, worth 600 metal? Probably not. Well, attrition widget and all that is not going to be very useful over here, because it sees the entire map as one battle, pretty much. Still, right now, going way better for the Eastern team over there. Also, why they have 70% attrition, Team West. But here, Cyclops, well, it is being disarmed, so doesn't really do a whole lot anymore. Is it being pressured? No, it isn't. So it's not a big deal that it was disarmed, but at least it wasn't able to push into your base. Singularity reactor over here on the east is up. Will give them quite a lot more overdrive. However, with this few maxes, like sure you've got them all linked up and all that, it's still not that much. Like total maxes over here, 35 metal. Yes, of course it's good. The payback on that singularity is probably going to be quite long though. And I'm not sure if that's worth it if you're like only securing like a quarter, maybe a third of the map. Enemy will just get these forward maxes. Has already got these. Of course they're being, well, inferno down. But is that worth 600 metal? Once again, probably not. Mace struggles a little bit with the terrain because of their own dirtbags from earlier. But, I mean, there they go, right? All of them have been taken down. Reclaim is still possible for Team East, giving them almost 2k extra metal, which is quite significant. If we look at total value for the team, still 55k, slightly ahead, just because they have a very dense base. Would it be worth it to like start building AoE things, or like Cerberus, Berthas, that kind of thing, if you're Team West? They fortified this position quite a lot, it seems. I mean, you're not really able to push in there, even though you would assume with this map control you would be able to. And hey, there you go, Gnets. You don't have anything to capture commanders with or anything though, so I don't know what this is doing. You're stunning a caretaker, but you're losing units. That does not make sense to me. And it doesn't make sense for, well, battle cost either. Over here, hey, Lance? I guess? Lance or Cyclops taking down Lance? Fat boy indeed. A couple of blast wings coming in, alright. And commander, thrown forwards. Level 1 commander only though. Not sure what it's doing being thrown forwards and all that. Oh well. Welders and Cyclops. Welders really should be repairing that Cyclops quickly, because it's at only 3000 HP. With that singularity you do of course have the energy, so you really should be healing that up. Couple of dirtbags coming in, shouldn't really cause too many issues. But that Cyclops being this exposed, I don't like it. Level 5 Guardian doesn't really accomplish a whole lot. However, the Western team has been pushed out of the north. Quite a bit of reclaim there, which they should be able to get, and they are getting it right now. The quiet mute. So that's not too bad. However, yeah, they're not pushing as well as they were. And you would assume that with like that singularity and all that, Team East should get the better eco. But right now that's not happening because of the reclaim up north. Down south, Team East really should be able to get the reclaim. They're currently, well, they were constructing a caretaker in order to get some of that reclaim. And, well, there comes the D-gun from the commander. And goodbye, Juggernaut. Can we make air and scout, please? Do you have a nuke ready to go? That would be kind of insane. And indeed you don't. Cerberus range, not that large actually. Would be nice to have that more forwards, but that wasn't possible because you were being pressured. Makes sense. Team HMP, Team West, 50% attrition only. 15k difference. That's a large deficit. And I don't think you can really make that up. I mean, look at that stat right now. Total value, more than 10,000 down. Even though, I believe you do have more reclaim, right? No, not even. Wow. Would have assumed you had that from up north, but no. Commander has switched side because, well, that is a very long distance to travel. It takes an hour to get from the entire southern point of the map in order to get to the north and all that, right? No. Such a small map, it's quite easy to take one of those high-level commanders, very scary commanders, to the entire other side. Where, well, it might be able to snipe another commander with its D-gun and then just get out of there with its 10,000 HP. Over there, Minotaur and Ogre both stunned, so this time around Locust and Gnet's actually doing some damage. Trocom was spotted down south, that's the one we saw up north here. Sure, it's a Trocom, level 7 by now. But it was quite effective, I'd say. It doesn't really have like a mark of like being worth it yet. Right, that it has made cost, but still. Jack Ramp, get Gnet. I mean, if you don't know about the singularity, of course. But on a small map, a jack ramp into the side of the map makes sense. However, it is also in range of enemy Inferno, and these things, I mean 2000 HP, but they cannot move. Not sure if they will go down, I don't think so. And Commander healing it up, so it really should not go down. 2 Shockley's, then 2 GEOs. It's out of range of our silo? How? I mean, I guess it is just barely out of range. It's also not able to hit further than this point. Merlin, I mean, not really able to accomplish a whole lot. It's under fire by, like, Tremor, Cerberus, so it can't really move forwards unless it is shielded. And there is the Jack. I mean, Jack would be a good way to take care of the Cerberus. It's flying upwards because of the mutants, taking one caretaker down, but going down to the Stinger. Still has not scouted the singularity. Or have you? I mean, Singu OP. Yeah, that one. They don't know? But they do know about... not sure. They definitely know. Odin dropping its bomb. How many shields do you have? I mean, only 2 directly on top of the singularity, right? So it should go down? Maybe not. I mean, it is linked very well to the other shields, so it is not going down, it seems. Maybe. But I would say that Odin charge is going to run out very soon, right? Won't make it through the shields. Oh, right. Yeah, no, I don't think so. There it goes. Odin, though, I mean, it survived, so it can go back for another shot in the future. Over here, Jack was stunned. Would also be quite a good way to defend your singularity from the Jack drops and all that by using your grenades. And need our own shields. I mean, that makes sense against the Inferno for sure. But I still wonder if that Inferno is actually worth it. Though, yeah, I mean, minus 3200. It took down something important. What though? I see a couple of conch going down, a couple of scallops, storage, scorcher. I mean, sure. Apparently that was definitely worth it. And by now Team East is actually expanding quite a bit. It's slow because they're, well, turtle creeping, I guess. But they are slowly moving forwards. Team West still at only 50% attrition. And because of that, their total value is still way behind, more than 35,000 by this point. Yeah, they really have to get this 50% to like 200% in order to make a difference. Still behind in eco, or like energy, so, and therefore like overdrive, and that makes eco generally worse. If you didn't have the reclaim right now. But yeah. How are you going to come back? I mean, Gnet Force is going forwards, donating a lot of metal most likely. Or are they not? I mean, that commander could go down, and that means, well, -4 eco. Though I don't think it's going to go down, right? I mean, it's only 2 like locusts left. 1 locust, and it does not take down that commander. 570 HP-ish left. What do you have here? Merlin here is in silo range. Yes, and that is a very good target for the Inferno. Not sure if they have been like surgically striking with their Infernos, or if it's just like, well, throw a Inferno down somewhere and it will probably hit something important. Not sure. Anyways, Trinity is being constructed by Team West. I don't currently see an anti-nuke on the field anywhere. In that case, that could very well end the game. 1 nuke could blow up most of this entire base. I don't think it hits everything, but if you just throw it down in the middle over here, it will probably get to like, I don't know, like this area at least. Something like that. Wouldn't even be surprised if it's a little bit more. And someone help for Artemis. I mean, if you know about that crow, I guess it makes sense, but they don't have any other air other than a single Odin, right? I don't think so. No, I don't see it at least. Cyclops, I mean, it's not in a great position. Could very easily get trapped by dirtbags like destroying its pathing. But it seems to be getting out of there without any issues. Odin throws down a couple of temporary shields. Very nice shader on those. Yeah, doesn't really do a whole lot. I mean, I guess it makes the loader shoot at him, but yeah. Not a whole lot else. Puppy is multiplying, alright. Do get a couple of good shots off on that Cyclops, but still Cyclops survives. And Atom, Thresher, taking down a couple of Wasps. Those are expensive. 1200 reclaim, though of course with the Tremor hitting all of that, it's unlikely either team is really going to get that. At least without taking any damage. Of course, with a couple of convicts or welders, you can get in there, reclaim a bit, and then get out of here there without losing any units. How is your Trinity coming along? I mean, it's almost up. 34 more seconds, 30 seconds. And then you will have to wait until it has constructed 1 missile. That's like 2.5-ish minutes, I believe. Meanwhile, Team East, oh, they're still slowly creeping forwards. They've still got multiple Cyclops and all that. But they don't seem to have a whole lot else. I mean, Tremor is moving forwards, could take down the Aten, which is somewhat important. Yeah, but I don't really see the push from Team East. I guess with with like 1 Bertha you can take down a bit of the enemy base, which could be very important since it is able to hit everything, of course. But I don't really see the end game for Team East. For Team West it makes a lot of sense, right? 2 minutes 40, 3 minutes-ish. And they will have the first nuke. That might just end the game. Unless it is scouted. But I haven't really seen Team East scout before, so I don't think they're going to start now. It's also quite likely, I'd say, that they just don't consider a nuke a viable option and just don't get any anti-nukes up. Once again, Commander almost going down. But still, it survives. Which means that you will keep its eco. Eco for Team East right now, though, quite a lot more. Quite a lot better. And that is a stunned crow. Oh, such a sad little crow. Oh well, into the hole you go. Food, it is indeed food. Into the scrap pile you go. To be consumed for the better eco from Team East. To be converted into shields. Yeah, I mean, sure, the Shockley is going to take down the Tremor. Well, I mean, it could be repaired and then it isn't a big deal. But if it's not being repaired, it could... No, not really. Let's not kid ourselves. It's not going down. Oh, then, moving forwards, but not actually throwing it down onto the Tremor. So I don't know what it was doing there. Yeah, I really don't. I don't see any, like, red ball things from the Odin. Yeah, no, I don't see it. Not sure what that thing was doing. It didn't have any ammo, so it must have dropped some kind of bomb. But I don't know what or where. Over here, a little bit stunned. But not a big deal. With advanced radar placement, though. I guess it's fine. And 1 minute to go on that Trinity. Oh, no. What do we have here? Is that a certain... No, it's a Merlin. Okay. And a Widow there, though. Starlight, lol. Do you know about the Trinity? No, you're just going after the missile silo and a couple of factories. Not that effective though, so... Yeah. Another stun incoming. Take the Merlin back. Weird. You risk it by sending it forward so that you take it back without taking down anything. Even though it wasn't really under fire. Sure. I mean, Starlight, that's 60,000 metal. That's not going to work. I mean, it's almost doubling your total value if you get that up. Wait for nuke, though. 13 seconds. Do they have a nuke defense by now? Answer is no. And that means here it comes. The nuke to end the game. Launched immediately. Launched into the singularity and all that. But where it is? Where is it? I don't see it. And the nuke is... coming! There it is. Second singularity also destroyed. Where is your attrition now, Team East? Where is your eco? 115% attrition all of a sudden. Cerberus offline. 66 eco. Hardly any eco left. Still though, could be an issue. Another Locust Gnet raid. Hey, why are you going there? Fusion will be going down. But the other units have all been stunned, so like, nah, not a big deal, right? Maybe not. Yeah. Trinity not being targeted. And with Raptor coming in, yeah, the damage will soon all be gone. In that case, where... what are you going to do? Yeah, I don't know. You're getting up double anti-nuke now? Triple anti-nuke? Double anti-nuke. That makes sense. Still, with a couple of spiders moving in, maybe those can do some damage. There is hardly any defense here, but there is still like one commander, two commander, outlaw to slow down a little bit, couple of turrets. So yeah, no, 2 Venoms and a Redback are not going to be enough. And over here, big ol' shield ball. That should be able to take care of that Cyclops without any issues. And how are you going to survive here? Yeah, you've lost a whole lot. There is 11k reclaim, so that's good. That could get you back into the game, I guess. I mean, you're only like 10k behind. You're on a relatively even footing again. So, maybe? Issue is, like, yeah, anti-nukes are going up, but those are easily in range of enemy Shockleys. And faster, but it is not actually being constructed at all anymore. Where's the other anti-nuke? I don't see it. out here. Also, not really being constructed anymore. When does the second nuke come in? In less than a minute. Commander over here, not stunned. Alright. And build this one. Well, it will be 7 minutes-ish, maybe. Not sure. Yeah, it's not going to be in time. Less than a minute and the next nuke is up. You will have neither of your anti-nukes finished by then. You need to kill the Trinity soon. The anti-nukes will not work. Both of them are like a third constructed. Yeah. You need it finished soon, but like it's still at a minute. So maybe the Trinity will not actually finish up before the anti-nukes. But I mean, it's still not. Yeah, look at that value going up. It's still at a third. Those are not being constructed in time. Even if it takes 2 more minutes for the Trinity to finish, those anti-nukes will not be there. Lucifers being targeted. I mean, those are 2200 each. EOS 1, but hey, yeah, shielding is still intact, so not a big deal. This one's just going to miss completely. And whose anti-nuke are you? You're almost up. There. So you do have one. Sneaky in the back where no one notices. So maybe this nuke is not going to hit. Because of that anti-nuke that, well, wasn't really that clear. But yeah, it's clutch. It will take down that nuke. Where is it? There it is. Goodbye nuke. Yeah. That means they've wasted metal. Not great. 106% attrition, so they're already losing a little bit of attrition because I don't even think a nuke counts for that. I don't think so. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. And why are you terraforming this? As in, why are you trying to quake that? I don't know. Merlin still being ferried around. Alright, very nice. Is it going to do a whole lot? Not really. I mean, it took down 0? Zilch? Nothing? Alright. And another 350, but of course you need to stun the anti-nukes for that to really be effective this time around. They're making even more anti-nukes. 3 of them have been constructed by now. This one, the one that shot one out of the sky, of course. And with 3 constructed, I mean, of course, 2. And you say, here, anti, here. Well, yeah, that is technically an anti-nuke. But it's one that's not even under construction. It's being reclaimed. So I don't think you really need to care about that one. Care about this one. Or the one that's, like, right there. That I can't click for some reason. There it is. Those are the important ones. I mean, they have the range to cover almost the entire map. Place an anti-nuke. Let me check. Where is some kind of constructor? No, constructor. Come on. Scallop. No, commander. There it is. If you place one anti-nuke right around like at this point, there is not a single place a nuke can launch from that would be like in range. Or like wouldn't be in range actually. 4.7k reclaim still. Energy eco, already ahead again. Singularity, once again being constructed. 150 eco, of course, mostly due to reclaim. This is just 100. Yeah, I'll stop this. Yeah, because we all know it's not going to happen. Sorry. By now there really is no chance a nuke is going to do anything. With we have 3 nukes on the eastern team now, so a nuke is not going to do anything. Cloaked army this way. Really? It is very cloaked. What do you mean this army? I mean, I guess there is an ultimatum there, but sure. Huh. I don't know. I win, that's my job, that's what I do. Then do it. Not sure who you are? Oh. Ali. I don't think you win a whole lot, looking at your rank. But that's fine. Hey, new Quake decal, at least new to me. Because you don't see Quake that often. And let shield go down first. I mean, they're pushing, I guess. There isn't a whole lot of DPS here because they don't have any felons. So I guess you might be able to break in here. It's still a bit of a stalemate though. Which is what you get with such a small map. This Merlin needs to die. Lance, that makes a lot of sense. But that's the Lance. You've got the Merlin. Of course there is also another Merlin there. It also needs to die. But yeah, Merlin and Lance. Long range. High burst damage. That is quite effective on, especially on such a small map. Where they don't even, like, they can't really be outmaneuvered. Which you might be able to do on a different map. You can't just go around the side, because there is no side. And nuke, you finally spotted it. Good job! And well, there come more gunships. It's yours. Do it. Do it now. Why though? I mean, the only thing you would be able to nuke is your own base. I don't think that's going to be worth it. And it doesn't even have a nuke in the stockpile, so it's not going to be an issue anyways. Right, Merlin moved forward by the Hercules once again. It's actually quite safe. Except against fire from the enemy Merlin. They almost got it. Whew, close. But still, taking down fusion reactor there. Seems like it. Yep, fusion indeed. Missile silo is still stunned. Just a commander against assaults and riots. That's not going to survive. And what else do you have? I mean, artillery, like support even, I would say. And a close range, low HP Lance. Yeah, I mean, difficult. Level 5 commander. Now, in your face, that might be able to take care of these couple of spiders. But also leaves the top vulnerable. Of course, you do have 3 jacks over there, so not going to be an issue right now. Against a couple of fleas, but still. And hey, Lance, watch out, because otherwise you shoot down your own racketeers. Wouldn't be great. Widow, moving forward, just a scout I would assume. But you already have one to scout, so not sure what it's doing here. Oh well. And Team East has actually just, well, pretty much rebuilt their entire base. With 2 singularities up, 3rd one under construction, 10-minute payback really. Oh, come on now. I mean, yeah, that's what you get. It's an orange level grid, like, where can we see max? Here, max. 60 energy into a single max. Yeah, that's what you get with, like, logarithmic overdrive. It doesn't really help a whole lot anymore. Once you secure a couple more maxes though, now that's going to be very important. On the other hand, once you've got these maxes, you probably win anyways. Though in reality, I think Team East is going to win in a couple of minutes. Just because, well, they've rebuilt, they do have anti-nukes now, so... yeah, please you, release us! It's just a single nuke though. Not sure why you say us. But yeah, with Merlin, Tremor, a whole bunch else, they will slowly creep in on this. Though, of course, we do have 5 jacks moving forwards. Maybe even more? 7? 7 indeed. But what do they do? Yeah, I mean, they can take down a missile silo. Maybe. They do, alright, sure. But then what? I mean, they will just die. That's what they'll do. That's another, like, how much? 35? No, more. 4,200 metal down the drain. You can't do that. Especially not because your eco is behind. Your attrition is behind, and your total value is once again way behind. 40,000 less on the field. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if we see a linear graph for Team East, I don't think you're really dealing a whole lot of damage. Merlin, once again, forwards might be destroyed by something, but like, no, not really, not right now at least. And it is shooting at factory, Cerberus, Cyclops, missile silo, okay, sure. So it has already dealt quite a lot of damage, and it will just be transported by the Hercules once again. Next time, Jack go anti nuke. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be worth it. No. They've got 4 anti-nukes. You're not going to stun all 4 of them or destroy all 4 of them anytime soon. Where is Team East? Well, a couple of bowcats, couple of spiders, slowly but surely still moving forwards. Couple of Merlin drops sometimes. I mean, you've lost the southern part of your base pretty much. You've got 1 level 4 engineer over here and a Cyclops, but that's really it in terms of defense. I mean, there's the nuke. Use it, I guess. And like, yeah, the gunships will get cleaned up. But it's not as if you can really counter now that the gunships have been cleaned up, right? I don't think so. Chuckley going in, does take down the tremor, alright, sure, but hey, there we have Odin. A couple of times, Odin was used by Team West, but nope, not even needed by Team East. This was definitely a very, very weird match. Tiny map with so many players, it is kind of insane. Still, way better eco for Team East, and of course, they were just taking better fights. Some of that is definitely due to the amount of turtling they did though.